Alright everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Writer, and today we are back with more Extreme Rules. It's the second half of Extreme Rules, which is quite exciting since this is our, brand exclusive and everything like that, so get excited about that. We had quite an interesting first half, and I'm sure the second half is going to be equally interesting. We had a lot of developments, lots of twists and turns, but we are kicking things off here with a ladder match for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Of course, we ended the last part with the Tag Team Championships, and we are going to be seeing the Tag Team Championships for the Women's Division kick things off here. So, only fitting. So, as per usual, just grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage. We got Mandy, Rose, and Sonya Deville out here. One of two teams challenging for the gold. It's going to be an interesting development, to say the least, to see them all, do their thing. And, we'll go from there. So there you have it, people. Let's get this party going. It's going to be interesting to see who walks out with the gold. Again, the first team to pretty much just run with the tag team titles and grab them from the top rope, or, from on top of the ladder, they'll be all good and ready to go. And here come the champs, the Riott squad. So, yeah, again, kind of goofed up on the entrance, and that is a-okay because they're the champs. And that's sort of all that matters, right? Right. But there you have it, the Riott squad. We have Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan here tonight to, defend their titles against Sonya and Mandy, Fire and Desire, of course, along with the following team that we're about to see here tonight, representing SmackDown Live. That is correct. We have Bayley and we have Sasha Banks. Oh, that's nice. Alright, we're off to a great start. We got Sasha Banks and Bayley, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion. Bayley, of course. If these two win the gold, then the gold goes over the SmackDown, and then I don't know when the crap we're going to see the titles next, because Lord knows SmackDown doesn't do anything with Raw when it comes to the tag team divisions. Will Raw be able to keep both sets of gold, or will Team SmackDown / the SmackDown Live brand take the tag team gold here tonight? Of course, we were going to have Sonya and Mandy take on the Riott squad in just a regular tag team match players, but of course SmackDown had to interject themselves, and that is how we got to this point. First team to grab the ladder and climb it and grab the titles will win the matchup here. It's going to be interesting to see how this car crash of a match was going to pan out, but here we are. Here we are, people. Here we are. Ugh. Had to stretch for a moment. Good times, good times. Alright, it looks like we got one from each team inside the ring and one from each team outside the ring. So that is quite interesting, to say the least. Of course, the Riott Squad are inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions, of course. They won those at SummerSlam like a number of episodes ago, a few episodes ago, I should say. So there you go. Of course, we had a lot of things go down in that first part, too. So if you want to know what the results are, we'll go over those very quickly. And then, of course, we have those in the description down below as well. Same thing with the timestamps. Everything that you need to know is in the description. Social media and all sorts of good stuff. So it looks like Liv Morgan's rejoining Ruby Riott inside the ring. Sonya Deville grabbed the ladder, but drops it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Looks like Mandy Rose is kind of on the outside of the ring here now as well. Oh, huge move right there, and it looks like we've got, once again, another three-way kind of going on in the middle of the ring as well. Liv Morgan running to the other side of the ring. Sonya Deville going after Liv Morgan. Sasha Banks, backflip, and hits a suplex onto Mandy Rose. Liv Morgan grabbing the ladder. First one to grab a ladder. I'm guessing she is going to try to do something with it. Oh, but Sonya Deville, make sure that she doesn't have that ladder anymore. Or was that Bayley? I mean, if you're looking from the angle that I'm looking at right now, which is like, basically, I want to say about a 45-degree angle from the screen, yeah, like, sometimes it's kind of hard to tell from a little bit far back. But all 6 women are up, but Liv Morgan is out the outside of the ring, but all 6 women are back inside the ring, and there is a ladder inside of the match, so that is quite nice. Sonya Deville lands on it, though, which is, you know, not great. Oh, she ducks a kick, though, and a huge clothesline right there. Sonya and Mandy have the advantage inside the ring, since both of them are in there. Will we see new tag team champions? Which brand will they be on? Or will the Riott Squad retain their titles? At Survivor Series, there will also be a women's tag team matchup as well. Bayley hits the Bayley to belly on Ruby Riott. Sonya dumps Ruby Riott outside the ring. Bayley going right at Sonya Deville this time around, and it looks like the Boston Hug connection are looking pretty good right here. Sasha Banks going for the ladder, Sonya Deville carrying Bayley, but Sasha didn't set up the ladder or anything like that. Liv Morgan's back in the action, Sasha Banks. Everybody except for Mandy Rose is back inside the ring at this point, so probably everybody's going to be involved in this match, you know, sooner rather than later. So again, if these episodes are starting to get longer, that's because we have a lot of ground to cover, since we're going to be on the road to Survivor Series after this show. So, yeah, might as well. Either way. Survivor Series is going to be a little bit of a lengthier, sort of more parts to it, sort of type of ordeal. So, just giving you a heads up there. Since it's a Big 4 show, we had, I think, 3 parts for SummerSlam. We might stretch it out a little bit further for Survivor Series. Like, now that I'm mentally mapping out the trajectory. You'll also see a behind-the-scenes, sort of in-between episode after this episode. Well, not, like, directly after it, but, like, as we, for the next upload, we'll have that in-between kind of episode. Kind of like how we did the spinning wheel thing to determine where our next locations were going to be. We're going to do the same thing with, you know, what our next steps are going to be as we head to Survivor Series. So, yeah, we'll have one of those half episodes, probably like, you know, a 28.5 or something like that. But the Boston Hug connection have the advantage inside the ring. If those two get the titles, then SmackDown Live will have the women's tag team titles on their show. Which means we don't know when the next time we'll see them will be. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Liv Morgan just slingshotting Sasha Banks. Bayley's outside the ring now. Riott Squad have the numbers advantage. But it looks like Sonya Deville is joining in, trying to get Mandy Rose, like, you know, a little bit of backup, that sort of thing. But Liv Morgan catches her, dumping her outside the ring. Rose gets back into this matchup as well, but Ruby Riott catches Mandy Rose into a huge German suplex. We got one representative from each team now in the matchup. Sasha, Sonya, and Liv. Why is there... I was going to say, why is everybody, like, suddenly ganging up on Liv? Probably because she's the champ, or one of the champs, but still. Oh, God. Oh, God, the double stomp. right to Liv. The crowd is into this match, and as am I. I probably don't sound like it because I'm tired, but here we are. You know, just a little bit tired. I mean, after all, that first part took me 2 hours to freaking record. So, there's that. Hopefully we didn't run into the situation with this part. Yeah. Hopefully. Bayley setting things up in the middle of the ring. Bayley dumping Sonya over the top rope. Oh, and yeah, I did take a food break. Mandy Rose hits that move right there. Ruby Riott scaling the ladder, but... oh, getting knocked right off of it. Oh, man. Mandy Rose hits it once more. Mandy and Sonya are like a well-oiled machine right now. I'm here for it. I'm here for that energy. Liv Morgan going back inside the ring, but Mandy Rose setting things up in the middle of the ring. She's setting up that ladder. Got a bit of an opening if they can. They can do it. The Boston Hug connection are both on the outside of the ring, so that leaves both of the Raw teams on the inside of the ring. So it's going to be interesting to see how this develops, to say the least. Liv Morgan's got an opening here. And Liv Morgan climbs the ladder and grabs the title. This is the first time we've seen anybody successfully, you know, get to this point, which is exciting. But Mandy Rose scaling up the ladder too. But Bayley dropping them both onto the mat. Sasha Banks grabbing another ladder, this time just having it just chill out outside the ring. Bayley and Sonya, they're both going at it. Sonya dumps out Bayley. Sonya Deville going for a huge neck breaker on Liv Morgan. It's down to Liv Morgan and Sonya Deville in the middle of the ring. Huge kick from Deville. Morgan rolls out of the way. Liv Morgan sending Sonya outside the ring. Oh, and a huge, like, tackle right there. Huge shoulder tackle right there. Liv Morgan's got a clear opening once again. Everybody's like fighting each other outside the ring, but Mandy Rose, once again, seizing the opportunity here. Liv Morgan is on her way to regain and retain those championships, but Sonya Deville scaling up the ladder. Sasha Banks, interestingly enough, only really going for... oh, and Liv Morgan just... oh, got sent... oh, God. That was the one of the closest parts of this matchup so far. Liv Morgan had a clear as day opening right there, but now Bayley is scaling up the ladder. But will they... oh, and Mandy Rose shoves the ladder out from underneath Bayley. Oh, huge knee from Ruby Riott. I don't know, people. It looks like the Riott Squad has a good chance of, you know, retaining their championships here tonight, potentially. Oh! I spoke too soon. Bayley hits the Bayley to belly on Liv Morgan. What a showing. We've got Mandy Rose, Ruby Riott, and Bayley. Sasha Banks entering the fray once more. Ruby Riott going to the top rope. What is Ruby Riott thinking? Oh, and a huge diving hurricanrana from Ruby Riott onto Sasha Banks. Sonya Deville making her way back inside the ring here. Mandy and Sonya are in full force inside the middle of the ring right here. Sasha Banks connecting with a huge hurricanrana on Mandy Rose. Oh, and a huge punch from Sasha. Again, we had quite the eventful first half, and we are now having an equally eventful second half, to say the least. Ruby Riott, huge hurricanrana onto Mandy Rose. Okay, I don't know what that noise was. I just heard like this really loud and random noise and I got so confused. Liv Morgan back inside the ring here, grabbing that ladder. She's got another clear as day opening, if I've ever seen one. Or at least relatively clear, I should say. Bayley going back inside the ring, trying to slow things down for Liv Morgan. Ruby Riott trying to help her partner out as much as possible. Get you a tag team partner like Ruby Riott. Sasha Banks and Liv Morgan are now at the top of the rope, and Banks knocks off Liv Morgan. Ruby Riott seeing this right here and pushes the ladder out from underneath. Banks holding onto those championships for dear life. Oh! And Mandy Rose just did that. Mandy Rose just did that. I don't know if anybody else foresaw this, but Mandy Rose has probably been one of our standout women's division competitors in this entire series. And she's continuing to show everybody why. Everybody is just starting to get thrown out of the ring. That's a smart strategy right there from Bayley, trying to slow things down. Get rid of as many people as you can. But Liv Morgan's back into this matchup here. Sonya Deville's about to be back up on her feet too. But Liv Morgan connects with a backbreaker. Bayley's trying to focus in on Ruby Riott, taking her down, just shoving her head right into the mat. But Sonya Deville... Oh, Liv Morgan countered. What's Mandy going for here? Ruby Riott with the counter. Huge elbow from Liv. Riott Squad is clearing house. If I've ever seen anything. Oh, huge move from Ruby Riott right there. Bayley throwing out Liv Morgan as much as possible. Sasha Banks getting back into this matchup here. What a matchup this has been. Again, first team to grab the titles from the ladder. Looks like this has been like Liv Morgan the entire time, basically grabbing for the titles. But Sasha Banks pulls her down from the top of the ladder. Bayley is now scaling the ladder here, but Ruby Riott stopping her in her tracks this time. Who will grab the titles? Who will walk out with the gold? Who will walk out with the women's tag team titles? That's going to be the million-dollar question. Will it be Fire and Desire, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville? Will it be the Boston Hug connection from SmackDown Live in the form of Sasha Banks and Bayley? Or will it be our current and defending champions, the Riott Squad? Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. We're going to find out, people. We are going to find out. One way or another, we will find out. Oh, and Liv Morgan just sent Sonya right into the ladder. Bayley and Sasha are now clearing the ring. This is the clearest opening in a little while that we've had for any team, really. It's kind of interesting that they're like all trying to take out Banks and Bayley right here. Liv Morgan's got a clear as day opening to get that ladder and climb up the ladder, but Ruby Riott looking for that ladder now too. Ooh, just hitting Mandy Rose right in the face with it. The Riott Squad is like clearing house right now. Liv Morgan once again scaling the ladder. She's at the very top. Oh, but the ladder just went down from underneath. Oh, this is not good, people. This is not good. This is not good. And Liv falls down from the top. And onto the outside. Mandy Rose might be looking for it once again, and she connects. Looks like Fire and Desire's got a bit of an opening here. They've got quite an opening, to say the least. We're down to the two teams of number one contenders. The tag team champions are outside of the ring right here. Mandy Rose getting that ladder. Oh, but Bayley with the huge punch. Ladder's just chilling and doing its own thing. What can I say? Ruby Riott's got a clear opening. Really, anybody's got an opening right here. But Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan are back inside the ring. But Sonya Deville just walloping Liv Morgan right there. But Ruby Riott just sending out the competition. She's got the right idea. Like, if you want a tag team partner, you probably should go with Ruby Riott at this point. But Mandy Rose trying to set the ladder, and I don't think she's got in the right spot. Oh man, this is not looking good. Oh, right to the ladder. Everybody's just trying to send out Bayley and Sasha. I'm kind of here for this little bit of brand unity. Liv Morgan, Mandy Rose still left inside the ring here. Liv Morgan, huge DDT. Bayley making her way back inside. What is Liv going for here? Oh, huge move from Morgan. Bayley taking advantage right here. Huge jawbreaker to Liv. Banks and Bayley have a very wide opening here if I've ever seen one. They've got the numbers to their advantage. All they need to do is just set up the ladder, scale up it, scale up the ladder. Oh my god, y'all, I can't. Oh, this might not be a good idea. Actually, this might be a smart idea. Or not, depending on which side you're on. Oh, and Ruby Riott this time with the spear. Sonya Deville with a huge elbow. My god, everybody's just fed up with Banks and Bayley right here tonight. We're down to Bayley and Mandy Rose inside the ring. Sonya Deville joining in the mixture here. This could be a good opening for Fire and Desire. But the Riott squad starting to get back into the mixture here once again. Ruby Riott's got the right idea. Just grab a ladder, just start hitting everybody. Huge Bayley to belly from Bayley. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh my god, Sasha Banks just pulled off that neck breaker with the ladder right there. Oh my god. Y'all, I don't even know what to make of this match anymore. This has been absolutely bonkers, to say the least. Oh my goodness. So again, full disclaimer, my audio kind of goofed up right around this point, so it'll bleed into the next match just a tad bit. But either way, we've got this ladder match, and I don't know who's going to win this thing. I truly don't, but Sonya's just trying to take out everybody, took out 1.5 of the current champions. Well, really, it's more like 1/3 because Freebird rule exists. Could be anybody's ball game now. Somebody can have a clear opening. Ruby Riott hitting Mandy Rose with a ladder. Sonya Deville going right for Liv Morgan. What in the world happened to Bayley and Sasha Banks? Like, are they alive somewhere? I can't tell. Okay, there's Bayley. But I think she might be just, like, stuck there or something. Where's Sasha at? Oh, wait, no. No, that's Bayley. I was like, hold up here. Okay, there's Sasha. I was, like, just trying to fight everybody because everybody's fighting on the outside. And it's gotten crazy. Mandy Rose brought the ladder back inside the ring, but Liv Morgan standing tall once more. All 5 women. Mandy Rose has the clearest opening, and everybody's just too busy beating each other up to even notice. Liv Morgan's going back inside the ring. Mandy Rose trying to get the title. Oh my god, and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville are your brand new women's tag team champions. What a matchup. I think this is a first for the channel too, at least the series. Mandy Rose is the first woman to gain a singles championship and a tag team championship in the women's division. So congratulations are in order for Mandy Rose alone. But what a matchup that we saw. Those two women brought it, and just all the teams brought it. There's no other way around it, but congratulations are in order to Mandy and Sonya. The women's tag titles stay on Raw. Alright, here we go, people. We've got our United States Championship Fatal 4-Way matchup about to get underway here tonight. It's going to be quite an interesting matchup, to say the least. Got Humberto Carrillo making his way out to the ring, earning an opportunity, of course, against Cedric Alexander, as we saw not too long ago here on the channel. Hold up. Okay, now we've got it! Alright, so here we go. We've got ourselves an interesting match about to go underway here tonight. Fatal 4-Way action for the United States Championship. Again, if I cut into the middle of Humberto's entrance, that's just because I goofed up and forgot to hit the record button on my freaking microphone. So that's nice. And I just don't feel like going back and record anything after dealing with the 2-hour debacle known as recording the first part of Extreme Rules. But we have Humberto Carrillo taking on the former United States champion, Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews obviously getting his rematch clause and all that kind of good stuff in there, that sort of thing. So we've got Humberto Carrillo, we got Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews, of course, you know, former champion. Humberto defeating Cedric Alexander to qualify for this matchup. And so will Apollo Crews regain his championship? We're about to find out, people. We are about to find out here at Extreme Rules. Here we go. We've got our final of 3 number 1 contenders. Jinder Mahal, of course, defeating Tyler Bate, who we just saw in the first part, retain the tag team championships. Again, Freebird rules a thing, that sort of situation. So Jinder Mahal, he defeated Tyler Bate and attacked him afterwards to qualify for this matchup. However, we've still got another fresh face coming into this matchup, and he is the brand new United States champion. So, that being said, let's get the champ on out here. Here we go, people. We got the champ about to make his way out to the ring here tonight. That is correct. Daniel Bryan making his way out here, the brand new United States champion. There you go, all nice and neat in the corner. I keep forgetting that the nameplate is like in the corner instead of just like, you know, on the lower third or whatever. Well, I mean, it's technically a lower third, but like lower, it's more like a lower ninth or whatever. It's only on like the one corner, so it's like it's a bottom third technically, but like it's not a full bottom third. Slash lower third. Oh. Either way, Daniel Bryan, the planet's champ, is also the United States champ. Will Daniel Bryan retain the gold here tonight? We're going to find out, people. We are going to find out. There it is, people. The United States Championship is on the line. Jinder Mahal, Humberto Carrillo, Apollo Crews, and of course, the United States Champion himself, Daniel Bryan. Fatal 4-Way action. First person to gain a pinfall or submission will win this matchup, players. Get excited. Gotta channel my inner Teddy Long once in a while. Oh, man. We still got a Universal Championship match, and of course, we have a submission match about to go down as well. Humberto Carrillo and Jinder both wearing purple on the outside of the ring. Apollo Crews and Daniel Bryan. Apollo having some unfinished business with Daniel Bryan. As we saw in that matchup, Daniel Bryan defeated Apollo Crews in rather quick fashion. Apollo Crews has had a bit of a rocky road here on Raw, but he's still got a bit of a he's got a lot of potential, to say the least, as we've seen here. So, we got Humberto and Jinder battling it out outside the ring once again. We've got Apollo Crews demonstrating the sheer strength that he possesses once right here on Daniel Bryan. Just, it's been crazy. It has been crazy. But we've got two very interesting matchups. One going on outside the ring, one going on inside the ring. See, this is why I talk slower. Also, in between matches, I got my water bottle out of the fridge. Daniel Bryan going for the cover, and Cruz kicks out. Yeah, I definitely need some water. That much I will say for sure. Daniel Bryan with the drop kick to Cruz. Cruz. All four competitors are back inside the ring now. But you know, that's always good to see. Jinder Mahal with the very swift counter, I must admit. Very swift indeed. I think in terms of the strength advantage, you got to give it to Apollo and Jinder. But once again, Jinder Mahal getting sent to the outside of the ring. Humberto Carrillo has Apollo Crews locked in with the armbar, but Bryan breaking things up. Carrillo with the huge scoop slam right there, or at least a power slam. It was a slam nonetheless. Going right for Bryan this time. And again, the champion does not have to be involved with the decision, as we saw in the last part with the triple threat match, to lose the championship. Huge snapmare takedown. What's going on here? Oh, huge slam. Huge slam from Jinder. Jinder Mahal, huge suplex onto Daniel Bryan. Apollo Crews going right for Humberto, sending him over the top rope. This time it is Jinder Mahal and Daniel Bryan in the middle of the ring. Middle of the action here tonight. It's Daniel Bryan going for here. Got him in a bit of a scissors lock, scissor hold. Oh, but Jinder Mahal with the counter. Daniel Bryan catching the leg. Oh, huge kick to the gut right there. What's Daniel Bryan going for? Huge takedown right there from Bryan. Oh, and going right for the leg. Oh, God. Huge counter from Mahal. Huge counter from Bryan. What's Daniel Bryan going for here? Oh, and another huge counter from Jinder. Jinder Mahal has had quite a performance here tonight, but Daniel Bryan, once again, huge suplex. This time we have Humberto and Apollo Crews on the outside of the ring, but Carrillo is once again getting involved in this matchup. Daniel Bryan getting that leg lock on Jinder Mahal. Oh my God, Humberto Carrillo. Huge Hurricane Rana onto the champion. Jinder Mahal is not looking too good after that heel hook right there. Apollo Crews, however, is liking his chances quite a bit at this point. Got the champion on the outside of the ring. You got Jinder Mahal kind of outside the ring. Kind of in a very dazed state right now, but it looks like we are back to Jinder Mahal, Apollo Crews. Will Apollo get his title back? That's going to be the biggest question of them all. Will Daniel Bryan have a successful title defense? How will the additions of Humberto Carrillo and Jinder Mahal play into this match? Lots of interesting developments and questions, and the referee once again is just like, I'm staying out of this. But Apollo Crews going in for the cover. Pretty clear. And gets the 2 count. Daniel Bryan hangs in there. The title is still within his grasp. Still within his reach to retain the title. And Jinder Mahal's going for something here. Goes in for an armbar, sort of arm lock of some sort, I would argue. Huge drop kick from Bryan. Jinder Mahal with the neck breaker onto Carrillo. Crews and Bryan once again duking it out. We had these mini matchups at the very beginning of the matchup. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this develops, to say the least. Bryan is out of the matchup. If any one of these three gets a pinfall or submission, the champ will not be involved with the decision, which sounds about like how things are going. Jinder Mahal going in for the cover, and Crews breaks things up before the referee can even do anything. Oh, Carrillo with the counter. Crews with the counter of his own. Jinder Mahal's got the right idea. He's like just waiting to capitalize on something. Going in for a huge punch right there. Daniel Bryan slithering back inside the ring. Jinder Mahal and Daniel Bryan. Oh, Bryan's got that leg lock in. He's got that heel hook locked in. Oh, but Jinder Mahal barely gets to it. He gets to the ropes. That was the second time that he's got in, but Humberto Carrillo, he's got it locked in. Carrillo's got the submission locked in, but Daniel Bryan breaks things up. Jinder Mahal. Oh, huge move right there. Going in for the cover. Referee took his good old time there. Oh, and Daniel Bryan barely kicks out. Barely hanging on to the title. The referee is down for the time being. For right now, anyway. Apollo Crews hits it. And Jinder Mahal breaks things up. We're down to Crews and Mahal here. Oh my god, what a matchup we're seeing. Humberto Carrillo is not looking too good here. Nobody's looking good right now. But what a match we're witnessing here. How much I will say. Oh, and Jinder Mahal, huge move right there. Going in for the cover. Referee sure took his good old time right there. And Apollo Crews kicks out at 2. What a matchup. I think everybody's been really shining in this matchup. Everybody's been bringing it to the table, to say the least. All 4 men are back inside the ring. Who will pull out the win here tonight? We're going to find out. Ooh, and Humberto with the counter. Oh, he's going to the springboard. Oh, and he hits the Hurricane Rana. Oh! Huge counter right there. What is Jinder up to here? Okay, maybe nothing, but Daniel Bryan, huge German suplex on Jinder Mahal. Jinder rolling towards the ropes, trying to capitalize on this whole predicament here. Oh, and Daniel Bryan. Oh, he's got that in for a 3rd time on Jinder Mahal. Daniel Bryan might have it. And Jinder taps out. Apollo Crews on the outside of the ring, and Humberto got trapped inside the ring on that top rope right there. But Daniel Bryan successfully retaining the United States Championship. Oh my god, what a match we just saw. That was a fun match. That was a very fun match. Lots of drama. Poor Jinder Mahal. Somebody's gonna go check on him after getting that heel hook for like 3 times, I think that was. That just looked painful. But what a showing from all 4 competitors. No question about it. But ultimately, we still have Daniel Bryan as your United States champion, people. The planet's champion. So apparently the United States is now the planet. If we're going off of that logic. Oh man, Daniel Bryan retains the gold here tonight. But folks, we're only halfway through the episode. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Here we go, people. This matchup has been brewing for weeks, for episodes, and it's the rematch that I think that we all deserve. So there's that. We've got ourselves quite a barn burner up ahead. That is correct. Shayna Baszler and Paige in our semi-main event here. Submission matchup. Here we go. Will Shayna Baszler, the submission magician, live up to her name, or will it be her opponent here tonight? We're about to find out. The history between these two has been brewing and brewing and brewing, and it is finally coming to a head in this submission matchup here tonight. And here we go, people. Paige is about to make her way out to the ring here tonight to go up against Shayna Baszler. Paige, of course, getting that first win here in their feud. And boy, oh boy, did they have quite the matchup, to say the least. But what will it look like now that Paige and Shayna Baszler, the only way to make them, the only way that we can get a win here tonight is if one of them taps out. Who will tap out? Well, we're about to find out. Shayna Baszler and Paige is about to come underway here tonight, here at Extreme Rules. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just like way too excited. I couldn't contain myself for a second. Oh, And nice counter right there from Shayna Baszler. It's going to be quite interesting. These two women have quite an arsenal in terms of submission moves. So it's going to be quite an interesting time, to say the least. Oh, and a huge knee right to Paige. Shayna Baszler not backing down at all, getting into that offense early on. That is a wise strategy here. Of course, both women, former NXT Women's Champions, with pretty lengthy reigns in in their own right. So you can only guess that potentially one of these two women could potentially be the next opponent for, well, the now Women's Champion Becky Lynch. So it's going to be quite an interesting time, to say the least. But we'll still see what Io Shirai has in mind, since, well, she wasn't involved with that decision, since she didn't get pinned or tapped out. So, we shall see. Either way, Shayna Baszler is on the offense very early on, going for her first submission here tonight. She's got that guillotine locked in. Paige powering through the hold. Oh, ouch. I'm in pain just watching. I feel like I'm in pain just watching it. Paige this time on the offense, getting some offense into her own. Oh, huge side rush and leg sweep right there from Paige. On the outside of the ring, as you can tell, no countouts in this matchup. The only way to win is by making your opponent tap out. Shayna Baszler doing some destruction on the outside of the ring, getting that limb damage in, but Paige is back on the offense. These two are treating this matchup like a chess match, and that's probably the best way to go about it. Always trying to think one step ahead. Oh, but Paige with the counter. Paige is fighting back, but as is Shayna Baszler. Oh, huge takedown from Baszler. Shayna Baszler out to prove to the world why she belongs on Raw, why she belongs in that Women's Championship conversation. And more importantly, in this particular matchup, why she is known as the Submission Magician. Just toying around with Paige. Shayna Baszler might be trying to put Paige away early. We'll find out in just a second here. It's not looking good. And it's locked in. The Kirifuda clutch is locked in, but Paige trying to squirm her way out of it, making her way through the pain and pushing through. What's Paige going for here? Oh, and a huge suplex from Paige. Paige is starting to get that crowd momentum behind her, but it sounds like the fans are, not quite sure who to root for in this matchup here. Starting to get behind Paige, though. Not quite sure what she was trying to go for there, but we're about to find out in just a second here. Oh, this is not good. She's got Shayna Baszler all tied up here. Is this it? Will this be it, or will Baszler push through the pain? Oh, and Baszler escapes. Baszler escapes the hold. Paige going for this time. Another fisherman suplex right there from Paige. What's Paige going for here? What is she going for here? Oh, God. Paige hits the rampage onto Shayna Baszler. Paige once again going in for some more offense here, but Baszler counters, rolling through, breaking up the pinfall. She knows that she cannot win by pinfall, only submission. And Baszler looking to take advantage right here. And the fans are not thrilled whatsoever. But there's no denying that this has very much been a Shayna Baszler match. She has been just on a tear. But again, submission matches are like chess matches. You always have to think one step ahead of your opponent. You always have to think one step ahead. How you're going to counter this. How you're going to get out of this kind of maneuver. What moves to look out for. You're always thinking a bunch of steps forward. Never any steps backwards. Unless if you get injured. But even then, fight through the pain. Oh, and Paige certainly has to fight through some pain here tonight. Shayna Baszler targeting the arms, trying to make sure that her offense won't be effective, which that is a smart strategy. If you don't have the arm strength, you more than likely lose some of those maneuvers to make your opponents tap out because you can't crank back on anything. Baszler hits the huge move right there. But Paige trying to get some offense back in, but Shayna Baszler bounces back with an elbow. Huge snapmare takedown, following up with a kick, but Paige is back up under her feet. Baszler with the counter. Oh, and a huge takedown from Shayna Baszler. Paige is not looking good at all, people. She is not looking good at all. But I think we were saying a lot of the same from their SummerSlam match, and Paige pulled out with a win in that matchup. So, I don't know, but this is very much a Shayna Baszler match. So if Paige pulls out a huge win, like, that's going to be saying a lot, to say the least. Shayna Baszler looking for something right here. Oh, God, she's got the Kirifuda clutch in once more. Could this be it? Or will Paige push through? Paige taps out. And Shayna Baszler picks up a huge win here tonight against Paige. I don't know what's going on with that referee over there, but Shayna Baszler picking up a huge and decisive win against Paige here in this submission match. What a matchup that we saw between these two women. They pulled out all the stops, they put on a clinic, and they put on a match that I think a lot of us expected. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I think we can all say that we're okay with that. Because people, we've got a big main event about to come up in just a few moments here. But for right now, this is Shayna Baszler's moment. What does this mean for the rest of the women's division? We're going to find out sooner rather than later. But for now, congratulations to Shayna Baszler. Alright everyone, here we go. Main event time about to go underway. This matchup is about to really pick up. That is correct. The Universal Championship is on the line. Simple, one-on-one matchup. No other frills involved. And by the way, I made the alternate attire for this match. It's simple, but I think it works. I think it's going to stick around. You know, just to give something, you know, freshen things up a little bit. That's how we roll here. I'm trying to learn how to make alternate attires now. Like, very basic recolorings, at least. Because every time I go to download something, like, it really messes up things, and I just get really confused as to which file is which. But the least I can do is recolor things, which I think sometimes is enough to really freshen things up a bit. But anyway, around. I should just do a live stream where I just, like, make alternate attires, just recolors and stuff. I don't know. But anyway, round, we've got Finn Balor making his way down to the ring. #1 contender, of course, won that huge, huge 5-way ladder match at SummerSlam. In what was possibly a match of the series candidate, potentially. But Finn Balor has been through so much to get to this point. Will Finn Balor overcome the odds and overcome, like, arguably his biggest opponent yet in the form of the Universal Champion? We're about to find out, people. We're about to find out in this dream match. All right, yeah. As you can see, we had it in the budget for some pyro and smoke and stuff like that. But here we go, everyone. Here we go. I got it as close as I could to the actual trench coat. I had to watch a couple of extra videos on YouTube to try to get a feel for it. But the one that's in the game, it's not Edge. Like, to me, an Edge entrance isn't the same without the dang jacket, okay? That's just how things are going. But here we go. Universal Champ making his way down to the ring here tonight. Edge with the Universal Championship wrapped around his waist. Of course, we saw Edge defeat Seth Rollins for that championship, and things have not been the same since then. So, arguably enough, this is going to be one dream match that I think we can all appreciate and just soak in and enjoy. That's where things are going. That is just how we're going with this matchup. The fans are squarely right behind Finn Balor, the #1 contender, ready to take on the champion, the Universal Champion, the Rated R Superstar, Edge. And quite honestly, I think this look actually goes better with the title because neutrals. Y'all, we can talk about color schemes and color swatches anytime, but for now, Edge putting up the Universal Championship on the line against Finn Balor. We've had some pretty big Universal Championship matches so far, not gonna lie. Alright, my dudes, so, some shenanigans happened, and I had to restart the freaking match because Jesus H. Christ. It was stupid. It was really stupid, and I don't think anybody wanted to see what happened. I nearly threw my phone across the room. That's just how bad things were getting. And I'm usually a pretty chill human being, like I really am. But here we go, a dream match that many of us want, and many of us still crave to get. I mean, to be fair, we still could very well get it at some point down the road. I don't know when we would get it down the road, but it's a match that I think many of us want down the road. So, that being said, Finn Balor with a huge sling blade right to Edge. Again, I wanted to go for, like, similar but very different looks. You know what I mean? Like, something that kind of was like, oh, okay, this feels familiar, but it feels very different, and I'm here for it. So, yeah, I did the alternate attires. I'm really proud of how they actually turned out not too bad, considering that I don't do them all that often, but I think we're all due for a bit of a refresh. So there's that. Anyway, Finn Balor, huge DDT. Like, this is a matchup where it's like you have two very well-rounded competitors, both decorated champions, veterans in the ring. Like, what more could you want? I'm just throwing that out there. What more could you really ask for? Two competitors, they're just going to go at it, and we know that we're going to get a darn good matchup out of this. Right, right. Finn Balor, of course, earning the opportunity in that 5-way ladder match at SummerSlam. And that was quite the experience, to say the least. If you missed that matchup, you should go back and watch that. I think it might have been in episode 19. I think, yeah, that sounds about right. I remember it was in the first part. So go back and watch it if you would like. Just throwing that out there. I enjoyed the crap out of that match. It was really good. Edge with the counter, getting back inside the ring, of course. Edge has the champion's advantage, meaning that Finn Balor can only... What?! What is... Oh my god, that is right. Trent Seven's got Money in the Bank. Oh man, some karma's coming for Edge. Oh my god. Is he getting in this match? We just saw Trent Seven in the last episode. How is that man still, like, reeling? Oh my god, oh my god. Oh man, he just, like, flung him out of the ring. People, this has turned into a triple threat match. By God. This has turned into a triple threat matchup. This dream match between Finn Balor and Edge is going to have to be put on hold for the time being, because that is correctamundo, friends. Trent Seven has officially cashed in Money in the Bank, making this a triple threat matchup. Finn Balor going for the cover. First person to win. First person to get a pinfall or a submission wins the matchup here. Finn Balor hitting a DDT onto Seven. I mean, you've got to think that, like, these two have probably factored this in. But Jesus H. Christ. What in the fresh crap is going on here? We got to cash in the middle of a match. Oh, what's he going for here? I think he's going for it. Oh, but Edge is back up onto his feet. Trent Seven going in for the cover. Edge breaks it up. Oh my god, oh my god. I mean, this has turned into a matchup I don't know if any of us anticipated, but it's the matchup that we're getting. And that is the energy that I think we're here for. What's Edge going for here? Oh, and he hits the spear! Oh, but Edge. Oh, and Finn. Oh my god, Edge is not done with Finn Balor just yet, people. He is not done. These two are like, this man interrupted our match and we're not going to let him do that. That's how things are going. Oh, but Finn Balor with the sling blade. Both. Finn's got the cover on Edge. Oh, and Seven breaks things up. Oh man, this has turned into one wild ride, to say the least. Finn Balor not looking too good on the outside of the ring here. Trent Seven going in for the cover. Oh, and a 1 count. Oh man, and he gets the 1 count. Edge is back up onto his feet. I mean, you've got to think that these two kind of should have anticipated this. But what a matchup that we're about to have, people. What a match. And if you're looking at the timestamps and you're really confused, no need to worry. Oh, and Edge kicks out at 2. Oh, and Edge going for it. Edge is going for it here. Oh, and Balor hits the DDT. Oh, and a huge knee strike from 7. Oh, German suplex. He's holding on to it. Oh, and a huge clothesline. And here we go, Balor with the huge counter. This is anybody's matchup here, but Trent Seven's obviously the freshest person in this match. 7 with the counter. Balor is back on the offense here. He's not going to back down from this man. And he is back inside this matchup. Edge is back in the match. Oh. What's going on here? Oh, and Trent Seven with the huge move right there. Oh, but Finn Balor's right behind him. Balor's right behind him. The submission hold is locked in. Oh, but Trent Seven somehow moves out of this. Oh, huge move right there. But Edge breaks things up. Oh my god. What is going on here? Oh my god, he might hit it. Oh my god, he just hit the burning hammer. Could this be it? And Edge somehow kicks out. What? This is the match that we weren't expecting, but it's the match that we got. And that is the energy that I am here for. Edge with a huge counter. Oh, but a huge clothesline from Edge onto Trent Seven. Balor with a huge counter. This matchup started between Edge and Balor. And by God, this might end between these two. Balor kicking out. Trying to just get rid of Trent Seven completely. This matchup started between Edge and Finn Balor. And by God, this matchup will indeed finish with these two. That's as far as they're concerned anyway. Balor just cranked back on the neck of Edge. But Trent Seven's back into this matchup. This has gone crazy, people. This has gone crazy. Oh, but Edge. Sending Balor to the outside. Trent Seven counters. I swear to God. I mean, to be fair, this man beat Bobby Lashley not once but twice, so... There's that. Finn Balor still hanging on to the outside. 7 going in for the cover. And Edge kicks out at 2. Is Finn okay? Like, he's been out there for a little while. Okay, he's doing alright. Oh, but Edge. Edge is trying to get back into this matchup here. He's going for it. Edge. Oh, God. What a move right there. Oh, and another spear. But Edge isn't done just yet. Edge is not done just yet. He wants to deliver another spear. I don't know where Edge is going. I really don't know where this man's going. I don't know what is going on in this matchup. Everybody's just going after everybody at this point. But it looks like Trent Seven's going for something big here. Oh, and slingshot right into that bottom rope. Y'all, this episode's turned into the very much universe mode show that I think we could come up with. No countouts, no disqualifications, again, champion's advantage. No longer a factor here. Pinfall submission, that's the only way to do it. All 3 men are outside the ring. Edge has got the right idea. He's just chilling on the outside of the ring. Trent Seven and Finn Balor are just beating the tar out of each other on the outside of the ring right now. Edge is just going to do Edge things. That's kind of the best way to describe it. He is going to do Edge things. What's Edge going for here? Oh, God. Oh, but 7! What's it going for here? Oh! Huge pile driver onto Edge. That might be it. Oh, but Edge kicks out. This has been crazy. This has been very crazy. Oh, but what's Edge going for here? What's he going for? Oh, huge flapjack. Spinning heel kick. Wait, why is Edge going to the top rope? This man does not go to the top rope, like, ever. Oh, and that is why Finn Balor got the knees up. He's got the knees up. Oh, and he hits a spear. How many spears has that been for Finn Balor? Maybe he's trying to make a statement of some sort. Oh, but Finn ducks. Edge counters. Finn gets out of the way once more. Oh, and a huge sling blade from Balor. Huge move from Balor right there. Trent Seven's back inside this match. Finn Balor. Oh, what's he going for here? Oh, but a counter from Trent Seven. My God. Another spear from Edge, but Trent Seven's right behind him. And he hits the burning hammer on the Edge. Could this be it? Oh my God, an Edge kicks out at two. You know what? This matchup, we were not expecting this to happen, but it was a possibility. And this is the energy that I think that we're here for, right? Right. Huge powerbomb right there. People, we've got a brand new Universal Champion. What? In the fresh, pardon the French, what in the fresh hell is going on? We have a brand new Universal Champion. We were starting out with Edge versus Finn Balor, with Edge defending the title. Then we had a cash-in mid-match, and Trent Seven turned this matchup into a triple threat matchup, which was equally good, if not better, than that first chunk. Oh my God, what a match. What a show this has been, to say the least. Also, I think that might be a first on the channel. Like, have we had this happen where we had somebody main event in all the parts? I think this is a first on the channel. So wait. Basically, British Strong Style has all the gold except for the US title. Whoa. And there you have it, my dudes. A very universe mode Extreme Rules show has happened. This is a first, I think, across all the series, because I don't think we've had a champion main event all parts of a pay-per-view event. So, I mean, congratulations to Trent Seven for doing that. But people, we have Ali as a contender. Finn Balor didn't lose, so I'm assuming he's probably going to have something to say about that. Same thing with Edge, because he got cashed in on, which, you know, karma. I mean, it's kind of poetic. Edge was the first person to win Money in the Bank, like, you know, way back at WrestleMania 21, which, by the way, is a really good match and a really good WrestleMania if you're looking for something on a rainy day while we're all stuck inside. Anyway, what in the world did we just see happen? Well, this was certainly a show that we're going to remember for quite some time. But without further ado, we've got ourselves a brand new Universal Champion. It is not Edge, and it is not Finn Balor, but it is Trent Seven. So I'm going to be curious as to what we're going to see next here. Where does British Strong Style go? Or House British Strong Style? Can we just call them House British Strong Style? Okay, anyway. We'll roll with names later. What does this mean going forward? Who the better questions are, who are going to be our champions heading into Survivor Series? And what's next for our brand new champion? Well, champions, because we got new champions across, like, you know, across, you know, multiple championships. Either way around, thank you all so much for tuning in to this very crazy episode, or the last couple of episodes have been really crazy. Who am I kidding? Actually, the last several. This whole series has gone off the rails. But either way around, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff here on the channel. Click on all the links down below, including the website, /blog, where I'll be posting some updates and some fun content for you all to enjoy and consume. Along with Twitch, because sometimes we stream on there, sometimes we don't. It's a whole situation. Either way around, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm excited for you all to see what we got cooking up next. And we're going to go from there. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all around later. Bye, everyone.